Hello everyone, it's Don once again with another look at the construction going on here in the villages. If you can't figure out where this is, well, it's down here. This is the path we're going to take on our first flight. It's a long one. We're going to take Meggison Road from County Route 470 all the way up to Sawgrass Grove and then all the way up to Brownwood. This is actually about a dozen flights all stitched together to make one long video. Normally I start up at the top near Brownwood and work my way south. I figured I'd do it a little bit differently this time. The total distance is about 13 miles. We start out looking east and we can see County Route 470 parallels Meggison Road. That's the road bed for Meggison that goes all the way out. This is where the village of Dabney is going to be located, and as we rotate around, we'll see the area where the village of Lake Denham will be. Right about where the drone's at, there's another exit off Meggison Road that takes you to 470 so you don't have to go all the way to the end. The green pasture lands on the other side of the turnpike are where the new medical facility is supposed to be. Don't forget, if you like my videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications. A question I'm frequently asked is, when is Meggison Road going to be open all the way to County Route 470? Well, not really sure 100%, but based on the way everything else is going, my best guess, about a year and we should have connectivity all the way down to County Route 470. I could be wrong, anything's possible. Here you can see the fleet of the off-road dump trucks that's parked for the weekend. That's about $10 million worth of equipment parked. As I was making this flight, I noticed something kind of strange. This area where you see the work going on up ahead, there used to be a cell tower there. It's not there anymore, and it looks like they're cutting down the top of this hill to reclaim this valuable clay. But without the cell tower being there, there's no reason to maintain this height anymore. I checked a few websites. The cell tower was run by Verizon. Verizon is also my carrier. I checked my phone when I noticed this was missing, and I still had a great signal. We're coming into the village of Newell. On the left side of Meggison Road, just before this wetlands area, is where the Franklin Recreation Area is supposed to be. There's also supposed to be the Mickey Lee Pitch and Putt and the Jubilee Putting Course in this area. You can see the stacks of water main piping, and that there are several of the retention ponds already built in this area. We'll probably see homes popping up in this area come spring. The village of Citrus Grove and the Homestead Recreation Area are coming into view up ahead. The forested areas that you see here are part of the Lake Denham wetlands areas. During the fundraiser, we raised over $25,000. Planning has already started for another fundraiser for next year. All of this year's proceeds are being donated to the American Cancer Society and the National Brain Tumor Society. Tucked away in the woods up ahead is part of the Homestead Recreation Area. This is the telescope viewing area. There's about 10 pads designed for the telescope enthusiasts in the villages. This is the Homestead Recreation Center. Based on what we saw for the Aviary Recreation Center at this point, I'd say we're about 2 months out from seeing this rec center open. We'll continue over the power lines into the western portion of the village of Citrus Grove. This is the Citrus Grove Neighborhood Recreation Area and Postal Center. It has one of the resort-style pools, which is pretty much what we've seen in all the recent recreation centers being built. This is the golf maintenance area for the Laurel Oaks 9 and Southern Oaks 9 golf courses that make up the Southern Oaks Golf Course. It was recently announced that on November 13th, the Southern Oaks Golf Course is going to be opening, as is the Ezell Recreation Center. I've had some close-up views of the course from ground level, and I can tell you that it's gorgeous. I can't wait to play this one. I know that many people moving here to the villages are looking for green solutions or maybe emergency power solutions in case of a storm, my new sponsor, Vanzant Solar Solutions, may be just what you're looking for. As we come up to the turn going back to the starter shack for the front 9, you can see the Southern Oaks Bridge on the left. I'll have a close-up on that in just a few minutes. Renaissance Hearing is a new sponsor that I have. They're located in the shopping center where the post office is in Wildwood. Dr. Angelo Darby took good care of my mom when she needed hearing aids a few years ago. I highly recommend them. The fairways look a little discolored because I had to do some adjustments on the video because of the lighting, but they actually look pretty good. This just doesn't do them justice. We're coming up on the starter shack for the Southern Oaks Golf Course. We'll round the corner and take a look at the back 9 now. We'll come back to Sawgrass Grove in just a minute. The back 9 of the Southern Oaks Golf Course is called the Live Oak 9, and it surrounds the village of Case and Hammock. PSL Construction is an excellent choice if you want to do renovations to your home, whether it be a brand new home or an older home. Click on the icon in the upper right hand corner of the video and you'll find a link directly to their site. In the coming week, I plan to do a detailed flyover of the Southern Oaks Golf Course, both 9s, so you can get a good look at them. Hopefully I'll have this up right before the course opens up. We're going to turn to the northeast now and take a look at Case and Hammock. 2 months ago, this was all an empty sand lot. Now look. Some of these houses even have grass, and they're up for sale. Absolutely amazing how fast they can work. Coming up is the second set of courtyard villas that are using this tilt wall or prefab construction method. It's going very quickly. 2 weeks ago, barely anything here. The first frame was just up. Now let's take a quick look at what's going on in Sawgrass Grove. You can see the tracks where the rail car is supposed to go. That should be up November 3rd, so by the time you're seeing this, the rail car should be in place. The upstairs of this building is the control room for the entertainment square, and the downstairs is going to be a bar. The facade is going on McCrady's. The drone is sitting about in the middle of the entertainment square that will soon be undercover. We'll rotate around and you get a good look at the stage. Behind it will be the rail car. And this is the Sawgrass Market. Inside the Sawgrass Market will be the pro shop for the Southern Oaks Golf Course and several eateries. As I've said before, Sawgrass Grove is going to be the party area for the villages for the next couple of years once it's open. Collision avoidance systems in the drone were going off like crazy, and it wouldn't let me get any closer to the scaffolding. So this is the best view we can get right now. Lots of interior rough-in work is going on right now. Since we can't see too much, we'll move on. Here's the cart barn for the championship course. It'll be a few weeks before that's open, so you're going to have to use your own cart right now if you want to play. Here's the home sales office. Let's go take a quick look at the pool and the Ezell Recreation Center. Both of these are scheduled to open the 13th of November. Let's take a quick fly around of the putt and play course. This is kind of like miniature golf, except on a little bigger scale, and there's no clowns and windmills. And this one is not going to have the parking problems like the one in the village of Fenney. Let's take another quick look at the entertainment square in Sawgrass Grove. Again, this is all going to be undercover when it's finished. Timing is everything when it comes to crossing one of these busy roads. Once again, we're looking at Case and Hammock. This coming up is the recreation area and postal center for Case and Hammock. This one also has the resort-style pool. The water and golf course view lots are all reserved for custom-built homes. If you have one of these homes going in and you can't be here to watch it be built, give me a call or go to my website and contract me to do it. I'll keep a close eye on your house as it's being built. I'm going to head down now to the second phase of the village of Hawkins that just started being built about 3 weeks ago. Once again, we see an amazing amount of progress in just a very short period of time. With all the construction work going on here in the villages, there's a huge demand for labor. If you have a son or daughter or maybe grandson, granddaughter, niece or nephew who's looking to get into a building trade and wants to earn a good, decent living, this is the place to come. Have them come down. Maybe stay with you for 6 months while they get their feet on the ground and then move into their own apartment. But there are jobs galore here. All the contractors I've talked to are all hiring. Once again, all these waterfront sites are all custom builds, and they all went very, very quickly when they came on the market. This area coming up near Warm Springs Avenue is all scheduled to be for commercial development. Up ahead is the village of St. John's. This is the village of St. John's Postal Station and Recreation Area. Once again, a resort-style pool. I can't help but wonder, though, is there going to be another one farther north? Because St. John's is spread out pretty far. It goes from where we're at down here at Warm Springs Avenue all the way up to the new Okeechobee Recreation Center. That's a long haul. The greenish-brown area at the top of the screen is also scheduled to be for commercial development. We're going to follow Meggison Road all the way up to and past the Water Lily Bridge. The green triangle up ahead is the future home to Hope Lutheran Church. And this area appears to be a large collection of villas. Most of the areas under construction now between Warm Springs and the Water Lily Bridge all have the walls up next to the road. All the wooded area on the right is part of the Okahumpka wetlands area. As is now typical in all the new areas, you can see the large amount of walking and biking paths that surround this community. All the walls are up, the street signs are up, and the striping is on the road. It won't be long until construction starts here. As always, I'll remind you, stay out of the construction area. I'll show you what I found when I was out in one today. As I set the drone down into the ground, getting ready to launch, I saw this. Yes, those are nails and screws. You don't need to heed my words, but if you don't, you may need my next sponsor.
Hello everybody, my name is Joey Faulkner, owner and operator of 24 Hour Cart Club here in the Villages, a towing service provided strictly for golf carts, whether it be flat tire, run out of fuel, any kind of emergency breakdown. Feel free to call us. You can sign up online at 24hourcartclub.com. You can sign up over the phone, area code 661-0562. Use promotion code WINGNUT, and that'll give you 3 months free on a year membership.
The Water Lily Bridge is just off to our left, and we're coming up on the Okahumpka Recreation Center. A couple of weeks ago, they were driving in these pilings to form a retaining wall. They're all in now, and they've already backfilled it. So this is going to be a little peninsula at this new recreation center. Off to the right of the parking lot will be about a half-a-mile long nature and walking trail. On the other side of Meggison is more residential area that will eventually come to the village of Richmond. I'm actually standing in the middle of the median of this road to keep an eye on the drone and the traffic as I cross. At the top left is the Water Lily Bridge, and this area is going to be another pitch and putt golf course. This area will be more residential properties. I'll turn to the north now and we'll head more into the village of Richmond. Brownwood is up ahead at the top of the screen. Along the north side of these two ponds will be another recreation area. It's not a recreation center, it's just recreation area, so there's going to be recreational equipment, fitness equipment, things like that. This area was once slated to be the Richmond Lofts, more apartments, but that plan was shelved shortly after it was announced. Now it's all going to be standard homes. As we rotate to the west, we see another very large retention pond, and tucked away in the back is this small enclave of homes. Not sure what it's going to look like, but they normally do something special in an enclave like this. Once again, I'll ask, if you enjoy my videos, hit the like button and hit subscribe and turn on the notifications so you know when the next video is coming out. Here's another look at that small area that's tucked away in the back. At the top of the screen is the area north of the village of DeLuna. We'll head there in just a few minutes. Here's a large retention pond. They just put the rubber bladder in. By the time we shoot this again, this will probably have water in it. This wraps up our look at Meggison Road. Now we're going to move on to the rest of the areas under construction. Next, we're going to take a look at the Southern Oaks Bridge under construction. No timeline has been announced for the Southern Oaks Bridge yet, but my guess is sometime around late summer it will probably be just about ready to open. As you can see here, it looks like they've finished the pilings for the center foundation on the turnpike. The pilings on the south side now appear to be the focus of the construction work. Looking down the turnpike, everything you see is future villages. Let's take a look at the work going on at Magnolia Plaza. This is the location for the new McDonald's. Citizens First Bank is on the right. This is the new Omni building. It's another commercial building. I know what's going here, but I'm sworn to secrecy, so I won't say. And off in the top is where 7-Eleven is going. What I can say is what's coming is very much needed and people have been asking for quite a while. Now we'll take a big looping fly around the area north of the village of DeLuna and see how construction is going on here. This area is actually farther along than the village of Richmond. This is at the very end of Marsh Bend Trail, and we're heading west. You can see they've got retaining walls built around all the wetlands areas, and a few retention ponds are built. Road beds are going in. Property lines have been laid out for new homes. Marsh Bend Trail will eventually connect to US 301. My best guess here is sometime around spring we'll start seeing houses being built in this area. Along the left and around the retention pond on the right, you can see the beginnings of what's going to be more walking paths. Now we're headed a little bit north, and we're going to rotate around and head east and then to the southeast and head back towards the village of DeLuna. The area at the top of this wetlands area is scheduled to be another neighborhood recreation area and postal station. According to the developers Continuing the Dream information put out in July of this year, this is the DeLuna recreation area. Be sure you watch the developers Continuing the Dream infomercials. They're a source of really good information, and they come out just about every month. I've got a link for their videos and another link for the newspaper inserts that were included in the Daily Sun in the description of this video. As we fly to the southeast back towards the village of DeLuna, you can see the roadbed for Marsh Bend Trail, and up ahead you can see where it's already paved. Once again, I'll remind you, stay out of the construction area. It's not safe. It's an accident waiting to happen. Here's another look at the village of DeLuna and the Water Lily Bridge, and we'll rotate around and take another view of the village of Richmond. Next up, we're going to take a fly around in the village of Hammock at Fenney. This is an area to the west of the actual village of Fenney. In this area, there's still a lot of homes under construction, but most of the ones that are completed are already sold. The entire north end of Hammock at Fenney is all villa homes, courtyard and patio villas. Amazingly, as you can see, they're all concrete block construction and not the tilt wall construction that we're seeing in other areas. All of the lots that you see along the golf course were all snapped up instantly, even though some of them had a $250,000 or $300,000 plus price tag. Custom home sites are in high demand. Once again, if you look on the village's website, you'll see that most of these new homes here that were available are all pending sales now, and there's only a handful of homes left in this area up for sale. The main road through this area, Reeder Path, continues off into the distance. The Villages doesn't build dead-end roads, so I can assume that this is going back to the new industrial and family residential area that's scheduled to go in that area. We'll head to the northeast once again. We're passing over the custom home sites. If you're not going to be here while your home is being built and you need somebody to watch it and to take pictures for you every couple of days, give me a call, drop me a line at my website. I can arrange to do this work for you and keep an eye on your new home being built. There's generally not a lot of problems with the construction, but it's nice to see your new home that you're investing so much of your retirement savings in being built. We'll take another quick look at the villa homes being built at the north end. Let's take a quick trip down to the southern end, and we'll take a look at the community support district that's being built. The big thing here is the new school system that's being built. Even though this is a retirement community, these charter schools are a critical part of the future growth of the Villages. We'll head out across the Gibson wastewater treatment plant towards the intersection of County Route 470 and 501, seen right here. Now we'll turn around and head towards the southwest. Beyond wastewater treatment, I have no idea what all these buildings are for in the Gibson wastewater treatment plant. Now we're going to head off into the distance towards where the high school is being built. The rerouted County Route 470 called Central Avenue is going through the center of the screen. In the top left, you can see more of the fleet of the off-road construction vehicles that are parked for the weekend. Up ahead, you can see one of the parking lots for the high school is already paved, and the construction job trailers are parked there. There are a couple of buildings here where they've already started cutting in the foundations. I'll show you one here in just a second. Here's a look at the layout plan for the new high school. In the upper left here is the two academic buildings. That's the area that you can see in just a second that the foundations are being cut in. This is the foundation footers, and yes, that's two more large parking lots coming up. And in this area up ahead is where the K-8 school is going to be built. We'll take another quick look at this foundation that's going in. These buildings are going to come up so fast your heads are going to spin. Just as with the construction, there's going to be a need for a lot of new teachers here in the villages. Time to invite the family down. As we finish up here, I want to thank you once again for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and be sure to hit the like button. Thank you once again. I'm Don Wiley.